Hello. In this video, we are going to go over how to use the law of cosines to find the missing pieces of a triangle. What we can see here is the law of cosines can have three separate equations because we have these three different angles here, and that we can take a cosine of those angles specifically. And then on the opposite side of that equal sign will be its corresponding side. So the first thing when we're doing these problems is we want to solve for the angle because I'm given all the sides and I cannot use law of sines to get one of them. But what I can do is say, hey, I want to solve for B, angle B. Well, we're going to use this equation then. B squared equals A squared plus C squared minus 2 times A times C, the cosine of B. So we just start plugging and chugging. B squared is 12 squared. A squared is 9 squared. C squared is 15 squared. Let's make that a little neater. 15 squared minus 2 times A, which is 9, and times C, which is 15, times the cosine of B, which we do not know, and we are solving for. All right, so we're going to need a calculator, and we're going to slowly start doing some math out. We have 144, 81, because 9 times 9 is 81. 15 squared is 225. And then we're going to have 2 times 9 times 15. That is going to be 270 cosine of B. All right, so far, so good. Next, we want to get our cosine of B by itself. So I'm going to move my 81 and my 225 over to this side on the left where the 144 is. So we'll go 144 minus 81 minus 225. We get negative 162 is equal to negative 270 cosine of B because these guys canceled. Next, we want B by itself. So we're going to divide by negative 270. Cosine of B is equal to 162 divided by 270. Both now it's going to be positive. So we get 0.6 because a negative divided by negative. Now, I want my cosine to get canceled here. So the only thing I can do in order to move a cosine or cancel, I guess would be a better word of a cosine, would be to use the inverse on both sides. So here we have 0.6 equals cosine of B. So I inverse cosine both sides. Just like that. What happens is these guys cancel. The inverse cosine of cosine is cancel, just B, whatever's left. And then we'll take our calculator, we'll go inverse cosine of 0.6. Make sure you're in degree mode, and we see it's 53.1 degrees. That is the angle for B. And we'll write it down nice and neat, 53.1 degrees. Now, after we've solved for that, we can now use the law of cosines to finish up our other angles. So we just need to find one more angle, and then we can use the fact that all the angles add up to 180 to find the last one. So what I'm going to do here is I have the sine of B over B equal to, and we're going to solve for the sine of A over A. Perfect. Well, we have B, so we're going to replace the values we have. Oops, just wrote B again. 53.1 all over 12 is equal to the sine of A, which we don't know, so we're solving for A, all over 9. At this point, we're going to cross multiply. So we're going to draw our bubbles and multiply the bubbles, set them equal to one another. So what we see here is we get 9 sine 53.1 equals 12 sine of A. Well, I'm going to divide both sides by 12. I'm not going to plug this into my calculator yet because what I can do is leave this like so. And what do we have? We have sine of A. What do we need to do? I'm going to inverse sine both sides. So instead of typing it into the calculator early, we can just inverse sine, put it all into the calculator now. And then we're going to see what we get, right? So these guys will cancel. We'll be left with angle A is equal to, and we'll plug into our calculator, inverse sine 9 sine 53.1 all over 12. That is 36.9 degrees. So we can plug this back up here, 36.9 degrees. Now we only have one missing side left. That's it. How do we solve for that missing side? I know all of the angles add up to 180. A plus B plus C equals 180, right? We know this. Let's make this a little more organized by putting some separations here, right? So we already know this. Okay, and we have two of the angles. So I can write, oh, well, A is 36.9. B is already 53.1. We just need to solve for C. And all I'm going to need to do is normal algebra, inverse operations, subtract these values to the other sides. That way, we have our remaining angle. We can see angle C is equal to, because those cancel, 180 minus 36.9 minus 53.1. And we get, oh, look at that, 90. Cool. Cool. Well, let's make sure we box our other guys so they stick out. Awesome. So now we have filled out the entirety of this triangle. It gave us all the sides. We needed to use law of cosines to solve for one of the angles. Once we had one of the angles, we can now use that to use law of sines to find one more missing angle. Once you have two missing angles, you know that all three add up to 180, so we can just subtract those two we just found from 180 to find the third. So that is how we're going to use law of cosines to solve a triangle when only given the sides of the triangle. If you need any other help or questions, please let me know. Send me an email, mention something in the comments. Other than that, hope everyone has a great day.